Hi, my name is Beth Hiley here for BoardGameGeek TV. I'm sitting down with Bill Eklund of Sierra Madre Games. Although, should I introduce you as
Yes. It is a rule in the game that before you develop language, during the negotiation phase in the game, you can only say ooh or ooh ooh for stay away or that's my babe or
we need one for stay away and one for come hither.
yes, exactly, and a lot of players get a kick out of this particular.
Well, you brought us appropriately
Neanderthal.
to your dress, Neanderthal.
Yes, this is our new issue. It's a companion game to Greenland. It's even a prequel to Greenland, actually, and it uses a lot of the same mechanisms.
And as typical for Sierra Madre Games, an amazingly deep and meaty game in a teeny tiny box.
Yeah, a lot of game in a little box.
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's what we know how to do, I guess.
And you do it very well.
Yes.
So what are we trying to do?
Okay.
In Neanderthal.
Well, Neanderthal has a lot of similarities to Greenland in as much as you're in a cold place. It's getting colder all the time, and you're trying to flourish despite this. You've got three species that were active in Ice Age Europe around this time, 40,000 years ago. That would be Neanderthal, Cro-Magnon, and Homo heidelbergensis. So there's up to 3 players. There's 1 to 3. And like in Greenland, you've got hunters that you can do as hunter assignment on the megafauna of Ice Age Europe. And maybe you are competing for the caribou. And you'll have to resolve this maybe peacefully with a ooh or offer a daughter for marriage or something, or it may come to blows and clubs or whatever your advanced, or throwing excrement, whatever your most advanced technology is. And you still have the capacity to domesticate animals. All the ones with purple on the bottom are domesticatable in this game. What's new also are predators that unfortunately I don't see a example of. Oh, well, thank you for.
You're very welcome.
Like the tyrant sea bear is an example of a predator. And the idea is that if you are successful in a hunt, not only do you have to be successful and bring it down, but that's going to attract any predators in the area. And then you may have to fight them off as well. They may kill you off. So it's rather more ferocious environment in as much as the animals then were bigger and meaner and they had longer teeth. And
as is typical for your games, I'm always impressed with the amount of historical accuracy and research and detail that you guys put into.
Yes. Now this is all the hunting, but what really fascinated me in this period is not the hunting, but the cultural aspects of it. This is a time of the Cultural Revolution. 40,000 years ago, well, to put it in context, both Neanderthals and humans and Homo heidelbergensis had been going for 100,000, maybe 200,000 years without really using those great big brains of theirs, at least not as evidenced in the archaeological record. They didn't have, they showed no sign of culture. Their tools were the same, never improving over all that period of time. But then, 40,000 years ago, bam, suddenly they're painting cave paintings on walls. They're making these little, carving little Venus statues, little fat little women.
Yes, with
and
round stomachs.
The first musical instruments, the Neanderthal flute, is from here. For the first time, they're digging graves and burying their dead with grave goods instead of just letting them rot where they fell.
Yeah.
Jewelry, body paint, all kinds of things that an animal would never do, music and whatever, but that makes us human. So why did it happen? And this is the biggest mystery in archaeology, really, or anthropology. And it could, and this is a speculative feature of the game, it could have to do with the first interbreeding, the first hybrids between Neanderthals and modern humans. The Neanderthal Genome project just completed last year, and it shows that all of us, you and me, have like 3% Neanderthal genes. Now, I have to see your cranial slope to estimate how much Neanderthal. Well, actually, you're pretty vertical, and I don't know if you have any Neanderthal traits. Eating apples with your feet, for instance, or something.
I kind of wish I could do that, actually.
Okay. I see. All right.
Well, Phil, now you had mentioned this is for 1 to 3 players, but how long would a game take us?
This is one of the easier to actually get into and learn, and once you're good at it, it's an hour and a half, 2 hours or so.
All right. Well, Phil Eklund, as always, thank you for bringing us by your offering for this year, and I believe it's only appropriate as we sign off here that I should say.
And also I should mention it's sold out. This is like my last copy here.
All right.
But in
That's
2
good for
weeks
you.
I'm getting another shipment. So.
All right, so it's coming.
Yeah, it's
so
so
if you've just fallen in love with it, it's
Yeah.
coming. Thank you again.
All right, thank you, Beth.